Let's talk about this. So for a little while, I haven't been talking about one of my best friends. A lot of people don't mention him that often. He doesn't upload as much as he used to ever since he moved. But a good friend of the stream, John Soyle, my bad, I mean Doyle. Soyle decided that he's going to be spending his time doing other things besides texting me back. But instead, he decided to harass some children. Is how he's going to be spending his time now, which is truly unfortunate if I must say so myself. So you may have seen, and if you haven't, you can click up here if you're watching on YouTube. If you're in stream right now, you've already seen it. There was a family-friendly drag the kids to Pride event that was held. It was a gay bar where drag queens would be dressed, mostly conservatively, and they walked with kids in the gay bar. They made like a little runway, and they'd walk up the stage with them, and then they'd be like, strike a pose, and the kids would do like, they'd be like, oh, or they'd be like, oh, like really, it was cute. And then they'd walk down and they'd do like another pose, and then they'd give them a hug and tell them they did a good job, and then they gave them ice cream. Normal stuff going on. But obviously, these people who hate human beings and who are fascist, and once again, that's their words, not mine, we'll get into that, decide that children being happy is not good. They hate it when children are happy, especially when they're happy around gay people, because if there's nothing they hate more than children, it is gay people. And so Soyle decided that he's going to be spending his finite time on Earth harassing children and their parents while they wait in line to go see the dancers and catch some ice cream. And so there's a whole lot of footage here. I was able to get through a lot of it, and I can show you here now some of the stuff that I've compiled for you, because I think you may enjoy it. Well, at least in the way that I put it together. So here's Doyle. They are in Dallas, okay? Dallas Fort Worth area. This is the area, also the area that I was in when I made it to Texas. The person who's filming here is a left-wing Antifa member. He was there trying to keep like insane people like Doyle from like, I don't know, assaulting children or something that they may be prone to do. And he just decided to show up with his gang and I don't know, abuse children's parents in front of them for a couple hours until they made it into the until I made it into the bar. Let's take a look at this.
I only have one question. Why do you want to put an axe wound in between your son's legs?
Nice. Hilarious. I don't even know what to say. So these people, what, disgusting? So yeah, so like these people, what's he chewing? Cum. He's chewing on cum. I mean, come on. He looks the part. Yeah, so he just randomly shows up and is like, why do you want to turn your kids trans? Well, for one, just so you know, you don't turn kids trans. They just are. He just wants to not accept the fact that like trans people are real and transition is like is the medical the solution to gender dysphoria. He's not a doctor. He doesn't care about doctors. What he cares about is doing what's politically efficacious to him and making sure that people suffer. And so because of that, he doesn't care that he knows that that is the medical consensus on what should be done in the case of like these kids. Instead, he just wants them to all disappear, and he's going to harass these kids' parents in front of them until they can escape his grasp.
Here, please get away.
That's the point.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you didn't hear what she said, please stop. There are kids here. Please get away. And so I will tell you here this now. He is outside of this like bar that's going to be doing like the gay culture little event for the kids. What they're going to be saying here is, I promise you, 10 times worse than anything that happened in the bar.
Kids here, please get away.
That's the point.
Please open the door.
Y'all need to go.
Like the people are so fucking disgusted with the goddamn, because you know for a fact these guys walking up, you can smell them. Look at them. They're all coming up in a line. This guy looks like he attempts to rape women, but none of them want to get any close to him, so it's really difficult for him to. Like, you can smell these bitches walking up. They're like, oh, pee you. Let me go. Let me in. Let me in. Open the door. Open the door. The loser squad is here. Please.
Please open the door.
I need to go.
Let us in and get the ticket.
You're not making America great. You need to go.
Yes, we are. What do you mean? You're making America worse. You're bringing your children
You need to go.
to this event.
You need to go now.
You're literally someone better call CPS on you.
Please do.
We'll pray for you.
You must repent.
Bless you, ma'am. Please. I'm in a cult. Says the man dressed in a dress.
I wonder if the mama bear instinct is going to come out in 3 years when the mainstream Democrat Party platform is they want to rape your kids.
Dude, can you imagine living in this like insane world that he is? Can you even imagine for like a moment living in this? Look at him. Like this guy thinks that he's living in a goddamn like he's like a world star video. Ooh, how old are you, dog? 17? Chill out. Hey, I heard Texas schools are real safe these days. I think they should all like take some time, sit in there. I don't know, maybe see the type of interesting people who come in. I don't know, maybe they could go greet them, give them a good old Texas welcome to school. You know what I mean? Anyways. Look at this guy's fucking suit. I'm gonna talk more about this, but the way this guy wears, this guy, his whole aesthetic is being like the like cool like 1950s go back to when America was great, when like racism was a thing and you could like legally rape your wife and you could like beat your children within an inch of their life as long as they don't actually die, and that's like the life that he wants to live. For someone who does that, this is how he showed up. Okay, this is how he showed up. Look at this man's collar, dude. My guy has never worn. This guy looks like he pulled his shirt out of his damn backpack. Okay, he looked like he was keeping the shirt in his like his pocket as inventory. How wrinkled it is. This guy's shirt is wrinkled as hell. His collar looks disgusting. And I don't even think I'm not even sure if he's like buttoned his suit up right. Like in the next pictures that we'll see of him, it's so schlubby. Doesn't tuck in his shirt. He probably doesn't even have a belt on right now. It's horrible. It's actually his like attempt as looking like anywhere near respectable is obviously completely failed him. Zero drip. It looks like he ate his collar. Oh, maybe he's hiding his collar because he's still like one of those little kids. Maybe he's still teething. You know how like little kids will like take the end of their shirt and then like nibble in it, and so like this part of their shirt will just be like soaking wet all day. Maybe it's like one of those things. He was like nibbling on his collar, and then somebody like had to bop him on the back of the head and tell him to stop because they're about to make it to the bar. So he had to like stuff it in the side of his shirt real quick, but he forgot the other side. I don't know. Maybe he was busy sucking dick with his boys, and they like pulled on his collar too hard, and they got messed up, and he had to go before he was able to fix himself up. Poor baby.
And they're all going to think it's one big, smug little joke, these people, by the way. Understand that there is a bigger difference between 10 years ago and now than there would be between now and in 5 years when they're openly advocating for pedophilia like they've already started doing.
What are you talking about? What are you, hello? What universe is this guy living in? Ah, yes, gay people can exist. That to him, just so you know, to him that's advocating for pedophilia. To him, you being able to just like gay people being able to like allowed to exist is pedophilia to him. Doyle is a Christian fascist, okay? Well, Doyle is a fascist, all right? And once again, people like to get all up in arms and like shit and piss their pants anytime a leftist calls anybody a fascist. And I will admit, like the word's been thrown around a lot, but I'm telling you here, I'm not the one making up that term for him. You can just hear what he has to say about it himself. Here was him again at Texas at a college.
What is wrong with Christian fascism?
So yeah, they called him a fascist, and he's like, "What's wrong with fascism? I love fascism." They're like, okay, so just to get it out of the way, I'm gonna be referring to these people as fascists for the rest of this. That's just who they are, okay? By their own admission, that's my bad. Not who these. That's what these people are. That's what these people are, right? And so While that happened, he spent some time outside of the group and just, I don't know what's going on, but progressively as like the time goes on, his suit looks worse. Like the way his suit looks, it's looking worse and worse and worse as time goes on. I don't know how he does it, but anyways, this is them starting another chant.
Groomer! 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 You guys are disgusting! Repent! Repent for your sins!
Actively pushing people away from the church. You gotta love it. I want you to take a look at something really quick, okay? Because here is this that I want to show you. So while this was going on, they weren't content with being outside the event. They wanted to be inside the event. They wanted to break in, harass, I don't know, maybe like kill the dancers or something. I don't know, like kill the kids because they've been tainted. So so they think it's like more merciful that they're dead than like continue to live, knowing that like a guy who identifies as a guy can like wear stockings sometimes. Something along those lines. So this guy shows up in his Louis Vuitton fanny pack that he just wears like a normal fanny pack, and he's like trying to break into the bar.
There's a gentleman who's refusing to use the bar and being told he can't see it.
You can't even go to the gay bar. You guys are bigots.
Alex, move
These guys are
on, you
bigots.
weirdo.
They won't let us in the
Alex
gay
Stein,
bar.
move on, you weirdo. Alex, move on.
Just so you know, none of the children were dressed in drag. And depending on like what the drag was, like if they just have like a big wig on and they wear like a poofy like dress, like who cares? Who cares? Bigots, they're fascists. They want to kill people. And once again, if you think that I'm being hyperbolic, we'll get to some of the clips of the videos of stuff that they said.
Alex, Alex, get away from the door. Alex, Stein, get away from the door.
So he just like did this. So he was like streaming to like 15 people on Instagram, while he just kept like screaming into his camera about yo, wait a second, you see this? Wait, pause. Do you guys see this right here? Can I get a little like this? You see this? You see this? What's going on right here? What's that? Is he you know what I mean? Is he one of them? He a little bit he a little bit fruity? Hey guys, they're being really weird towards kids in there. Ha, they won't let me in. I want to kill them, but they won't let me in. Ha, you're gonna be, they're the kids are like just in drag in there. Ha, like, okay. Sure, buddy. All right then. All right, dog. Yeah, you really done it. You really done got them. Now, who remembers when I pointed out a very curious looking white boy who was in the bar? You remember that when I said like people like this, and I pointed to a guy, he had tattoos on his arms. He had like the e-boy haircut. Remember him? Here he is. So this guy, okay, before Doyle and crew showed up, this guy like snuck into the bar, and he's hiding amongst them like a fucking stowaway plague rat. And he's pretending that he's not there to like kill them or something. He's pretending that he's there not to like sexually assault their children. And he recorded a lot of the video that you saw was actually recorded by this guy in specific, because he was doing journalism, as he would like to call it. He's trying to spend his time trying to like follow. He actually tried to follow some of the dancers home. Like they had to like lose his tail because he was trying to like find out where they lived and shit. It was pretty insane stuff. So he was in there, and those are the guys that was outside with him as well. A bunch of absolute freakazoids, if I must say so myself. Now here's this. In this scene, supposedly one of them says, "I'm not a Nazi, I'm a fascist." It was hard for me to make out. You guys tell me if you hear it.
Ladies, you know there's a pedophile show going on inside before you go in there. You're aware of the pedophile show going on inside?
So if you heard that, one of them is screaming there's a pedophile show, because what they mean by pedophile show is that there are gay people who exist.
As long as you're aware, you don't want to pay your money to find out.
Okay, that's very loud.
their side of the street. No one cares.
Now, I will say, police should have like got these guys back to their side of the street. Police are here. Police did show up. You see a cop here, a cop over here. There's another cop here. So the cops are here. They're just like not doing much. They're like not doing too much. I don't know. I guess we won't be able to hear it too much. People said that it was there. I tried to listen to it. I want to see if you guys heard anything.
No one cares. No one. It's your shitty stream either. No one cares.
Yeah, okay. Not getting much from that. But one of them did throw an absolute childlike tantrum. And this is how you know that Doyle was sweating like a pig out there, because my man looks disheveled. My man looks disheveled. He looks awful. So let me show you this scene where one of them starts to like almost shit himself.
The fist of Christ will come down on you very soon.
The fist of Christ.
Look at him. Look at Doyle. Look at him. Look at my man's suit. What's happening? What's going on out there? Sweating like a pig. It's been like an hour. Still hasn't fixed your collar. He's destroyed his button. It looks like he's buttoned up his shirt, his jacket incorrectly. The jacket barely fits. He like lifts up his arm, and his limp wrist starts to the sleeve starts to go halfway down this goddamn forearm. He hasn't tucked in his shirt at all, even though it's also a little too long for him. It's just, good Lord, he looks awful. He doesn't know how to button. No, he's buttoned like an actual like baby.
We're done with this.
Is that your fist?
You're done with this.
It's your
Groomer!
fist. It's your fist. The fist of Christ.
You disgust me!
The fist of Christ is your fist.
So this guy is actually having like a mental fit. He's actually like having a mental breakdown right now. And I gotta say, I am scared of these people. All right. Not in the sense of like I'm scared of their politics necessarily. I'm scared that they'll like do a public shooting or school shooting or something, you know, like people like Doyle, people like this guy. These guys are the type of like do nothing losers that were like prime candidates to be your next like mass shooter or something. Like I wouldn't want those people anywhere near me. I was even scared to be around Doyle. I was like, this guy could like kill me at any moment. This guy could like whip out a gun and start like randomly like popping shots into like small business owners' windows, like shit like that. These guys, like, it's the same thing that I had to say about Red Eagle Politics. So Red Eagle Politics, he made like after like the Buffalo shooting, he made a tweet, which is like he's like a Doyle fan, Nick Fuentes fan. He's like a political commentator guy. He made like a tweet saying that if you want to stop like these racist shootings, then give us racist fascists everything that we want. And I said, guys, stop bullying him. If you keep pushing, he's going to snap and shoot up a Walmart, which is true. And it's the same for these guys. Like these guys are like, one of these guys in this group are preparing to like shoot up children in like at like a pride event or something. One of them are planning to do it. I can see it. I can see it in their eyes. They're bad people. Don't be around these types of people, okay? And if you were wondering, when I said that he wants a lot of these people just dead, here's Doyle, once again, still hasn't fixed his collar, mind you. Here's what he has to say about these types of like gay people and queer people, or people just who just aren't him. Now, did you guys catch that? Basically what he said is that when we take back power, it'll be so fun to take away your rights. And then Doyle said every single one. So he does want to take away all gay people's human rights and possibly like, I don't know, exterminate them, bring back like pink triangles, Nazi Germany. He wants to start mass executing gay people. That's what he wants. That's the type of person he is. So more like genocidal rhetoric from Soil.
Every single
Yep. He says every single one. When me and my boys get power, you will rue the day. You'll rue the day you messed with people like me. You know, just Just losing their damn mind. Very sad shit. Very bad shit. All right. Also, if you're wondering if I have a clip that you think the chat wants to see, I promise you, I already have it. Now, a little bit more on that. If that wasn't enough for you, here's this clip I've set up as well to go right after this clip, right after the last clip that I showed you, which is Doyle being a little bit more like concise with what he actually means when he said that he wants to take away all of their rights. He expands on that a little bit.
Holy Mary, Mother of God. I hate how bureaucratized everything is now. We have to file reports. The sheriffs in Texas today don't have to go on That's what the bad is. I'm not trying to.
Now, did you guys catch that? You all hear that? I know it's like a little hard to hear because a lot of people are talking. People are using their like megaphones and stuff. No, here, let me try and play it one more time for you, and I'll try and boost the audio.
Holy Mary, Mother of God. I hate how bureaucratized everything is now. We have to file.
Oh, here.
I hate how
he's talking right now. Hear him?
I hate how bureaucratized everything is now.
He said, "I hate how bureaucratized everything is now." Now that you know what his voice is, try and listen more to see what he says.
I hate how bureaucratized everything is now. We have to file reports. The sheriffs in Texas today don't have to go on That's what the bad is. I'm not trying to be.
So, yes, he said, "I'm sad. It's really unfortunate that everything is like democracy and I just can't kill people whenever I want." He said that what the cops should do, because he's talking to police here. Because this person right here, this is a police officer. You can see his, oh, you may not be able to see here, but you can see his badge right here. There you go. You can see like a little bit better. His badge right here. So he's talking to this cop here, and he's basically telling the cop, what he said was, "I hate how democratized everything is. The sheriff's job, what they should be doing is going in there and putting a bullet in all of their heads."
The sheriffs in Texas today don't have to go on
The sheriffs in Dallas, Texas should go in there and put a bullet in all their heads. Is what he said. And so what he wants is to go in there and just start killing people. When I said that these people have mass shooter vibes, I'm not lying. I'm not joking. That's not a meme. Doyle and his crew are the white boy mass shooters that we've been like seeing, like the Buffalo shooter, the shooter who was at like Uvalde. These are the types of people. He's just not strong enough to actually go out and start killing people, because he wants to like instigate his people to go out and do it for him so he can take all the credit for it afterwards and then say that, oh, if you want to stop it, just give me everything that I want. He wants to be at the top, and he's going to send out all of his grunts to try to do all the shooting for him because he doesn't want to get his hands dirty. Right? Monster, garbage person, garbage human being. Okay? So this is the type of person, and this is the type of people who we're working with. Actual white boy mass shooters, push them a little too hard, and they're gonna write a manifesto about how everybody is so mean to them and how they need to start shooting up schools. Bad people, bad people. So a bunch of other people were there as well. Andy No posted a bunch of this stuff as well, obviously, because Andy No is giga cringe. I'm glad that they did, and I'm glad that they documented some of this stuff so I can hear the stuff that they say. They think that they're popular. Let me promise you, they're not that popular. They're not. Now, people may not really enjoy these like drag, like your average person may not like really like want to go to any of these like drag story time whatever's or whatever's going on, but they don't care enough to be able to like, I don't know, go in there and like cause a scene or something. These people only care about this type of stuff. So there's like this EDP motherfucker. I don't know, like EDP 445 or something. He was trying to break in. Maybe he was going to try to like assault some more children while he was like, EDP heard that there were like some kids there. So he was like, boy, there's some kids there. I gotta be there. So this guy showed up. Right. And so Andy No tried to say that left-wing protesters and Antifa weirdos tried to attack this poor black man who was trying to break through the protest line and then sneak into the bar to go, like, I don't know, sexually assault some children.
Get out of the way.
So yeah, the event is around the corner, and they're like, bro, leave us the fuck alone, dog. And so they tried to stop him from walking in. Thankfully, they did stop him from going in. You don't know what would happen if this guy was able to get his hands on any of these kids. And if you're wondering, Shark, I'm not sure. Was that guy really a part of them? Was that guy really doing some weird stuff and was trying to break in? Well, take a look at this video, taken by the Antifa super soldier who was there.
Your child. That is disgusting. It is illegal. Don't be illegal. Where you going?
Here he is. If you're wondering who was screaming the entire time, there he is, EDP. There he is. That's the guy. There he is. Oh, but he wasn't doing anything. He was just minding his own business, walking down the street. Why'd they do that to him? Maybe this had something to do with it.
Are you hiding from the crowd? Why?
The fact that he's actually chasing down children across the street and trying to, I don't know, get his hands on them, do some crazy ass shit. Just EDP? Is that EDP for real? What does EDP mean? Hey, Google EDP 445 and then you'll figure out who EDP is.
Chill out. Hey! I can walk down the street.
No, you can't walk through people.
So this is why they were stopping him, because this guy is like busy trying to like get his hands on kids, like while they're walking with their parents. He's trying to like accost her, and it's this guy again. Remember the guy that I pointed out earlier? It's a reoccurring character. I promise we'll get to him soon. But he's just in there like Waldo. He's in these spaces a lot. I'm just walking down the street. You are absolutely not. Thankfully, actually, it goes on for a little while. He tries to hunt down the children some more. The cops come in and stop him.
Stop. Get out of the way.
Leave the kids alone.
Get out of the way.
Leave the kids alone.
Get out of the way.
Leave the kids alone.
For what? Hey, I'm not walking up on nobody. I'm walking. These motherfuckers got in my face. Arrest them.
Yep. Good job, cops. They got him. And so he started to piss and shit his pants because the cops said that he can't start nabbing up people's children on the street like the absolute fucking freak that he is. Right? So remember when I showed you that they were like at the door and like the limp wrist McGee was there trying to break in? Here's another clip. This is the clip from the red-haired freak that I was talking about earlier.
Yes, please. I just don't understand. We're denying entry. We're asking you to leave. Oh my God. They're denying me entry. They're being bigoted. They're bigoted. They're not letting me in here. I can't believe they're not letting me in a gay bar. I thought you guys are inclusive, Trey. Hey. Are you guys trying to be inclusive? They're not letting me in a gay bar. Look how inclusive this is.
So probably another reason to hate these white cringe lords. That people literally just vibing.
They won't let me in here, but they're gonna let children. All right, hey, you're on our side. Gotta go.
So this is why I still think that if you have the option, maybe conceal carry. Also, if you don't want to do conceal carry, which is 100% reasonable, get things like pepper spray. There's like a self-defense whip that you can get. Like knives, those are really good to protect yourself. These people are dangerous. I'm not saying that as like you need to attack them. Don't attack random people. I'm saying that as in if these people attack you, which they're very much want to do, if they got like their hands on any of these people alone, they may try to like assault them, kill them, do like abduct them, any sorts of like these things. A whip, yeah. There is a self-defense whip, 100%. So yeah, I'm telling you, all right, things like that, pepper spray, like a self-defense knife that you can keep around, something like that. Like even like non like guns are like effective at keeping people like away from you. Learn some jujitsu, learn like some self-defense, learn how to like gouge out people's eyeballs, stuff like that to keep yourself safe. Do not allow these people to be able to run rampant and do whatever they want around minority groups. All right. And this has nothing to do with going out and attacking people. It has everything to do with keeping yourself, your safety, and your family away from these like insane people who want to kill you. Okay. I don't want to say that to like alarm you or anything. They want you dead. Okay. So you need to understand. So the quicker you understand that, and the quicker you understand that you need to defend yourself, the more safe that you will be. And I promise you, you can do a lot of that without buying a gun. All right. And so I just wanted to give you that there. Anyways, so here's one of the people who came with Doyle's squad. Why do all these guys have like the cringy ass fanny packs, dude? Why do they all have fanny packs on? Anyways, this guy is like talking to one of the cops. And this is where he tells one of the cops that he doesn't trust her for a very curious reason.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Remember,
But he also thinks that being a lesbian.
everyone to know that anyone who's left to your protection, according to or stalking your side, is less than 80.
So, just so you know, you may not see her, but the cop's like right here, in which they're having a conversation with. So these guys said, so he said that, yeah, you're a cop or whatever, but we don't trust you because you're a lesbian. So for absolutely no reason, they just say that he just thinks that this woman's a lesbian, and then says that he doesn't trust her because she's tainted. He asked her if she made the choice to become an officer. She said yes.
Before you be said, simple and
So when the kids were in there, and then you came out and you're like, okay, it's all okay. I'm a lesbian, I promise it's all okay.
Please, Michael, the Archangel.
So he's arguing with the cop now, and the cop the guy's like, did you go in there? Did you do anything? And she went in there and she saw that the kids were like eating ice cream and that the dancers were like just taking pictures with them like this. And she was like, this is what they called me out for. And now she's out here trying to make sure that none of these guys cause like the next mass shooting. And he said, you went in there and you were like, oh, everything's fine. You didn't even kill them. Like, okay, dog. Sure.
You're like, oh, how does that matter? How does it matter? Like who you are. You like are supporting people.
And so he's just mad now. She asked him, why do you think I'm a lesbian? And he dodged the question. And he said, you should do more. You should do more. He's asking for her to kill them. That's what he wants. That's the only thing that he wants. Now, to get to the interesting meme. I know you guys have been wondering about this guy for a little while. Many of you guys have been asking, you're like, dog, shark, can you tell me about this little freakazoid here? Now, this is Taylor, okay? My man's name is actually Taylor. So Taylor is in Texas, and Taylor decided to try to go undercover, to try to pretend like he was like one of them a little bit. He got caught immediately because he's not very smart. That's why he's wearing the like bisexual skirt and also the shirt. Now I think he's wearing the skirt because he's a little you know what I mean? Just like the other guy. But he was decided that after everything happened, this is him trying to get interviews with people. So you can take a look at this, and there's good advice that comes in this.
You know, what would Jesus do? He'd be here fighting this. That's what I'm hearing. And what do you guys think? Anything defense to say to that? I mean, about the trial drag show that was hosted in here this morning.
We never talk. Only the fat one talks.
Nothing? What about you, bro? Can I get any word out of you?
I'm not listening. I'm not talking.
You're not listening, not talking? I was just asking your opinion about what took place. I mean, you guys are defending this area.
Yeah, bro, you ain't Channel 5, okay? Bro, you ain't Channel 5. Sorry. This guy watched one Channel 5 video, thought that he could be Andrew because he's white, and then he realized that talent and skill doesn't translate because of your race. You actually have to do something in your own life to be a skilled, talented, important, successful, and influential person. You can't just think that you're white and think that you can do cool things because you're white. This is proof All right. His attempts at being a journalist is proof that race has nothing to do with how good at like a skill or building that you are. Okay. It has everything to do with the type of person that you are. And this guy doesn't cut it. When the white race sends her people, she isn't always sending her best. Think the skull tattoo gave him away? Maybe.
Figured you guys are, pro child drag show. I just want to see your guys' opinion on this topic.
Just so you know, this also wasn't even a child drag show. The children weren't doing drag. The children just did Fortnite dances and ate ice cream.
What about you, man? Anything?
Pronouns on backpack. It's a he him. We've spotted it. We've spotted the he him. Great. Why so serious? How cringe can you get? Did you really think, huh? You dumbass, you piece of shit. You thought that you would get out of this without hearing a Joker reference? You really thought that you'd see people who look like fucking this? Like this guy? And you thought that you'd get out of here without getting a Joker reference? You idiot. You buffoon. You were played like a fool. Of course he'd be like, why so serious? We just want to kill you. Why so serious? Nice, dude. Of course, bring out the makeup. I can't. Not on stream. Not now. Yeah, you thought you'd get out of here without any of these guys making like a American Psycho or the Joker meme before we left? You fool. You absolute fool.
So not a single one of them will talk to us or defend their positions on hosting a child drag show.
Once again, this isn't a child drag show. So what I like, the great advice that I have here for you, what this Frosted Flakes motherfucker has to say, okay? The great thing that they did, you know what they did that was so great? They shut the fuck up. They shut the fuck up.
Guys, can either of you guys give me any information on, how you feel about what took place in here today and about these counter protesters? What do you guys think? Anything? No words? What about you, brother? Why do you hide your...
So, yep. Shut the fuck up, okay? You're not like a superhero. You're not gonna provide some like giga epic dunk. These people aren't smart enough to know when they've been got. They aren't smart enough to know when they've been fooled. They don't care. Facts, reality, truth, meaning, studies. Doyle came out himself and said that studies don't matter. He said himself that like what your own personal idea of things that happened is way more useful for like critical analysis of the world around us than like actual genuine scientific research that's done. These people don't care. Don't debate them. You're not gonna get a debate down on the street, okay? You're not gonna get a epic funny haha clip that you can post on Twitter, okay? Call them freaks, call them child molesters, call them child abusers, call them groomers, call them fascists, call them murderers, call them racists, call them homophobes, do all of that, but do not engage with these people. What they're looking for is a good clip. Okay, they're looking for a good clip. They're looking to cut something duplicitously to put in like a video or a TikTok or something. That's what they care about. They don't care about any of this. You're not going to convince any of them. They're not here to be convinced. They're not here to learn. They want to kill you. Why are you going to try to rationalize with these people? They are irrational. Okay, all of these guys will either end up like on the news for doing a shooting in their like local neighborhood, or like will die of like a drug overdose at some point in time. That's the life that these people have, and that's the only thing that they're going to be resting with at the end of the day. And hell awaits them when they die. But while they're here, give them hell on earth, and don't give them clips that they can post on Twitter and TikTok. This clip here isn't very interesting whatsoever. You know what would be way more interesting? If they were like yelling and getting into a kerfuffle and fighting and stuff. That would be way more interesting for them to post. He can't get anything here when everybody shuts the fuck up, holds the line, stops them from being able to like abuse the children by like running in and doing what you can to make sure that these people are stopped in their path. That's what you do. You don't try and go in and like debate these types of people. I think that's an amazing thing. And so I'm actually very proud that they did that. I wish the people like at the beginning, when Doyle came over, did the same thing, because I'm not sure if you saw, but they tried to do like a screaming lib type thing. Oh, the woman who was like, leave us the fuck alone, there are children here. They tried to like make her look like a screaming lib, but that didn't take off either because everybody was like, dog, leave us alone. You're being really weird. Okay. So everybody there did an amazing job and I'm very proud of them. I'm very, very proud of them. But one more thing. Okay. I want you to take a look at this. So this is the footage. Remember, this is an insane, crazy, absolutely disgusting, abusive place for kids. I want you to take a look at this video that he posted. This is by him, okay? Just so you know. This is him. He posted this under him talking about what happened when he left. This is unironically like one of the keystone clips that he got from Drag Your Kids to Pride. Them playing the whitest music you've ever seen. A kid is playing like a Crossy Road on his mom's phone while eating a lollipop. And he has his like 2x2 Rubik's Cube. And this apparently is the most dangerous thing that a person can do these days. You know, one more time. Yeah, they're playing Jackson 5 in the club. Come on, dog. I'm sorry. The ABC 1, 2, 3. Like these kids just learned their ABCs 1, 2, 3s. Okay, like this. Yeah, scandalous. It's dangerous. These people are so dangerous. It's just insanity. It's just insanity. Because when I heard about this, I thought there was going to be some really egregious stuff out there. I thought that there'd be some incredibly horrible things. It's just not true. Here's this. I want to show you something not from this event in particular, but from the Huffington Post, actually, because the Huffington Post did a little research on the far right, especially when it comes to a little Idaho group. And this guy gives us a little bit more details into like these people's line of thinking. Take a look at what he had to say here. Fox, which is the guy that they were the like far right person that they were following around, was especially worked up, posting a live stream in which he listed off his hopes for the waves of policies and decisions that could unleash. They're gonna ban sodomy, he said. They're gonna ban gay marriage. They're gonna throw gays off roofs. Women lose. God wins. Christ wins. He said, smiling before adding, "We shall have our theocracy soon." If this guy is not like somebody who needs to be in a padded room, then I don't know who does. Throw Republicans off roofs. Now, I do not endorse that statement. I hope that you're saying that ironically, because I don't believe that. Called the Western Readout. It was literally never talked about. Yeah. But so this guy, he's giving the game away. He's saying the quiet part out loud. Right. And they're getting more and more happy. The thing is, like, as like the Republicans move further and further right, and it gives them more latitude to feel like they can say things that makes them like just a little off step, but not too far from your average Republican. So, yeah, he wants to ban anal sex. My bad. Sodomy is not only anal sex. Sodomy is also oral sex. So these people are so bad at giving head that they want to ban it. Just so you know, sodomy is also oral sex. So if you can't, so if you like getting head, these guys want to ban it. Just so you know, they're gonna ban gay marriage. They're gonna throw gays off roofs. This is what these people want. And remember, once again,
what is wrong with Christian fascism? What is wrong with Christian fascism? What is wrong with Christian fascism? What is wrong with Christian fascism?
It's just who this guy is. It's who these people are, right? And so here's him again making another threat towards the crowd.
You guys better improve your tone because when we and all my friends take power, bad things are gonna happen to you.
When me and my friends take power back, we're gonna do bad things to you. You're gonna be real bad.
Welcome to Y'all Qaeda.
You guys better improve your tone because when we and all my friends take power, bad things are gonna happen to you.
So yeah, he's basically saying that you better be real nice to us and you better stop being gay. If not, we're just gonna have to kill you. I wish very bad things for people like Doyle. Very, very bad things. Now, are any of those things TOS? Why, of course not. I would never advocate for TOS things. But I do wish very, very bad things for him. Once again, I heard Texas schools are really cool places. I hope they get a couple of classes during the summer and just sit in there. Maybe they'll see what that Texas hospitality is all about. Maybe they can get like a really interesting visitor. But I just want to say, be careful around these types of people. They're bad human beings. They want you dead, and there's nothing that you can do to like debate them off of that point. They are evil creatures who's only good to this world once they're no longer living. Now, that doesn't mean go out and hurt them. I don't want you to go out and hurt them, only in this one in particular way. I want you to make their life incredible amounts of suffering. I want their life to be full of suffering. I want them to be ostracized from society. I want them to fight tooth and nail to get things like making sure that their credit card isn't declined. I want them to be on like no flight lists. I want them to be completely ostracized and tracked by the FBI, because these are the types of people who will be doing the next public and school shootings that we need to make sure that we stop. This is the group that spawns them. They need to stop. All right. And no amount of like getting mad at me for being like really mad at them or getting upset at like lefties for calling out like what they are and what they want to do is going to change the fact that if left unchecked, these people will bring about the end of like America and like civilized society as we know it. And because they want to go back to like stoning you if you like say bad things about the Bible. They want to go back to like a government mandated torture if you don't stick by all of their like societal rules that they want to put through. They want to make sure that they want to have like a Christian, like they want to enforce like a sort of like even worse, like sort of like Christian Sharia law, sort of like theocratic slave state where every single person is kept in chains to their ideology, or you are tortured or murdered for not bowing down to their altar of ideas. This is the type of people that they are. But I don't want to make you feel like there's nothing that you can do, because there's absolutely something that you can do. You can do things like going to these types of protests. You can do things like talking to normal people who don't feel this way, to make sure that they don't fall down these rabbit holes to make sure they don't fall down these rabbit holes in the first place. So you don't have to argue them off of these points. You can do things like going to school board meetings, even in your area. I don't care if you go to school or not. I don't care if you have family in school or not. Do you think the Republicans give a shit about being in school or not? Matt Walsh fucking bought a new home just so he could yell at trans people for 7 seconds at a school board meeting. Okay, you think that any of these people actually care about the rules? You shouldn't either. Go there, read off the list of like of Republicans who've raped children, and tell them how you actually feel about it, and tell them that they are not welcome in your area and they are not welcome on this planet that we call Earth. Okay, that's what I want you to do. I don't want you to get sad or just scared. I want you to get upset, and I want you to beat their ass, theoretically, in the marketplace of ideas. That's what I want you to do. And nobody else is going to do it just for you. You have to go out there and do it yourself. All right. And if you need help, we have a community that is very active when it comes to this type of stuff. They'll be more than happy if you want to hop in the Discord to help you through this type of stuff. If you want to get involved in it, you can meet people like in your area. And I would love for you guys to get active, because they're active. They want you dead. Make sure that they don't get that reality to come to pass. They are not powerful. Those people aren't powerful right now. Ensure that they're not powerful, and ensure that they'll always be a minority, because if not, There are a lot of bad things that could happen. And I'd love all the bad things to be happening to them. While we vibe, I don't know, say that gay people are normal human beings and eat some ice cream.